Welcome everyone to my mom's channel. This is Biscuit, and I want to welcome you to Simply Blessed Crafts. There's going to be a playlist in the description, and I want everyone to make sure you go check out these wonderful girls. Please make sure you go check it out in the playlist. Happy crafting, everyone. Bye. Hey everyone, just like Biscuit said, this is a collab and it's hosted by Rustic and Lace DIYs, and it's also hosted by Krista's Crafty Life. And it's an outdoor decor, so it's going to be a bunch of stuff that we can grab together and put out on our lovely front porches if we have them. DIY number 1. So this one I had in my stash for so long, you guys. I had to give this little guy a nasty little bath. I'm assuming that the person that had him previous probably had him sitting up on their counter or up on their shelf or something in their kitchen or something, because he was filthy, and he must have been in their kitchen or something, because he was covered in grease and stuff, because it took me a while to get him clean. I had to scrub him with some 409. But anyway, I'm going over him with some old school DIY paint. And it took me a while to get him covered pretty well because of all his details. The tail was probably the worst part. I am going in with a chippy brush, and I am just getting in there in all the little nooks and crannies. Once that is done and he is all dry, I am going to go in with some white wax, and again I am going to go in with a chippy brush, and I'm going to get into all the details and everything, trying to bring out all this detail. I am trying to make him look like he is cement, because that is a huge farmhouse style, and he turned out absolutely gorgeous. I have plans on setting him out on my front step. I did actually, well, my husband actually did it because he's a sweetheart. But after I got him all covered and everything, my husband sprayed him down with some spray, outdoor spray, because I did not get a chance to let these cure or anything. So he is outside right now because I had to do my final reveal, but we had to spray him down so he'd be protected by the weather. So here I'm just taking a dry wet wipe and just wiping it all down, and all of that white wax is all going to stay in those little details in him, and he turned out just the cutest. And he does have a little plug in the bottom of him, so you can add some flowers in him and everything. So DIY number 2. I need to actually remember her name. I saw this on another YouTube channel. I will have her linked down below. Let's see, while I got this done. So the big mushroom, I'm gonna paint in marquee. The other one I'm gonna paint in, okay, you saw it there. I did not do the green one that I pointed out to you guys. I was gonna do another one in gypsy green that I kind of showed you. I just basically run out of time, you guys. There's too much stuff going on, and I basically am running out of time to do this. Right now I am going over and just grabbing a paintbrush and like just making little dots on my little bowls, and all of these bowls came from Dollar Tree. And I'm just speckling them on with Antique White by Apple Barrel. I did give these bowls all 2 coats And I am just going around and speckling them all. And I'm going to look up okay, so the person that I got this idea from, her channel is Country Lily DIY Decor. I saw her do this and she did a fantastic job. I will link her video in my description box so you guys can go check out her channel too, but make sure you guys go check out the playlist as well. There's some fantastic creators on here as well, so make sure you check out them as well. So, but I am just going around and just speckling all of these. And then this is an old cup. We've had this, I mean, I used to use it for paintbrushes, and it's just been we don't drink out of it, but it's just been sitting around, so I'm just gonna use it. It was garbage. So I painted 3 of these cups. 2 of them are brand new from Dollar Tree. This one is a used cup. And then I'm going to use E6000 and hot glue for immediate hold. And then we're going to glue them down to our mushrooms. If you haven't guessed what we're making mushrooms. The paint that I used for these, for the bottoms of the mushrooms, are Prairie Gray by DIY. Again, all this stuff got spray sealed with weather protectant and spray by, this is stuff that we can just get from Walmart. I do not know the name of it off the top of my head, so, but it is, what's the brand name on that? Do you know? No. I don't even know the brand name, but it's a popular brand name. I'm just drawing a blank right now, you guys. I'm tired. It's been a really long day. But here I'm just putting some E6000 and some hot glue. I do reinforce a little bit with some hot glue around the top. We get really humid weather here in Minnesota because of all of our lakes and stuff. So hot glue just don't work. So we have to make sure that we have E6000 for sure in these. So I make sure that they are going to stick really well. But I haven't had any problems with any of my other stuff that I've made with E6000, so. And like I said, all of these things came from the Dollar Tree, except for that first cup that you saw me paint with the decor on this. So, this project and the next project are older DIYs that I have done in the past. Like I said, I just didn't have time. I was running out of time. But they're both decor pieces that you can put outside in your garden or outside on your porch. If you guys are new to my channel, I wanted to introduce you to stuff that maybe you haven't seen before. So I took a rolling pin here. This is actually a very fun thing. This is probably something that you might not have all the pieces to it, but you can get everything off of Amazon. And if you are not into that, you can also get stuff that's very similar. You just might have to repair it in the future, which and I'll explain that here in a little while. But I painted the handles with Old 57 by DIY, and those also got spray sealed. Here I'm going in with every half inch, I believe. I put some painter's tape on there just so I can get a straight line, and then I'm going in with my square ruler, and I'm just going and marking every, I believe it's every, maybe it's every inch. It's been a little while since I've done this DIY. Maybe it's every inch, and the very last one, I think it's like a ½ inch. I knew I was like, I had to squeeze in like one more because I wanted it to be an even number. After that, I take my drill and see, I was having problems with my drill right there. Do not use the drill bits that you get from this drill. I got this drill off on Amazon. Definitely go get more expensive drill bits, because these drill bits are cheap and they will break on you, especially going with something this heavy of wood. They will snap. But anyway, I'm just going far enough down to where I can get eye hooks into them. And I just keep going down. I'll drill each hole down in all of these. I actually don't know why I'm showing you all of this. I should have cut some of this out because you don't need to see me drill every single hole. You kind of get the picture after I drill one. But anyway, definitely make sure you change out your drill bit because you don't need all of this. Yeah, like I said, you don't have to go all the way down. Just go down for enough and make sure that your drill bit is the same size as your hooks that you're going to be using in your thing too. You don't want them too big and you don't want them too small. Just make sure they're perfect. You can line it up, make sure they're right size. And then when you are done, grab your little eye hooks and you should be able to screw them right in. So this wire, I got this off of Amazon. It is fishing wire, but it is coated. So it is wire that has a coating on the outside of it, and it will not rust, you guys. This wire is made for like deep fish fishing, like it's for like going out marlin and like tuna fishing and stuff like that. It's for like big fish, and it's thick. These are a bunch of spoons that I had my dad drill, and I actually do have a picture of this. He has a press drill, and he's gonna show you how he does it. Just a little mini clip of it that I got. This one has a little bit of a hump there, so he did have to flip the spoon over because he was having an issue with it bouncing. So he flips it over and it goes right through. You can do this with a regular drill like mine. The issue with it is that you'd have to have some kind of way to hold down your spoon to where it ain't gonna spin on you or it ain't gonna jump. These little clamps here, you can also get these off of Amazon along with a clamp to clamp down your thing. All this stuff you can find on Amazon, you just gotta know the right wording. I've had this stuff in my stash for a little while. You can also get this stuff made from jewelry and everything like that. That's why I said you just kind of have to know what you're looking for. This is like 100-pound test, or no, it's 30-pound test wire. So you can probably look on Amazon for surf 30-pound test wire. And then you can look for clamps. Here I'm just kind of measuring down, and then I'll kind of like break it off, and then I'm going to kind of do some beading. The beads, I've kind of gotten everywhere. You can kind of just depend on where you want to get them. You can get old jewelry, stuff like that. I've gotten my beads mostly off of Amazon and like Temu and stuff like that. I kind of did cut this a little too short. And this one kind of had a little bit of a piece of metal sticking up from the drill. So I'm just kind of trying to sand that down a little bit so you don't get poked. The best way I found to get rid of that is just to grab my tool and just kind of break it off. So here now I'm going to fish, I gotta take another bead off of it, but I'm gonna fish that little wire into that little clamp. And I'm trying to show you the best way I can, so you guys can see it. I'm struggling, and this is really hard on the fingertips. I will warn you that my fingertips were so sore after doing this project. It is very, very, very hard on the fingertips. I'm kind of using the clamps to kind of push the wire into it a little bit. You have to make sure it's far enough in there to where it's not going to slip out. See, I'm kind of pulling on it to make sure it's all good. And then I'll move on to the next one. So this is what it's like. I kind of gradually made them longer as I went down. And then I made that one in the middle the shortest. And then I'm going to gradually make my way down and make them longer this way as well. But spoons and forks is kind of what I did here. I have done another one on my project or my channel before. And I did the wooden spoons that you can get from Dollar Tree. It's going to give you more of a wooden tone as it blows in the wind. But these sound gorgeous in the wind when they chime. So and this is what it looks like when it's all done. This is my best solution that I come to realize the way to hang it. I grabbed two of like the they're like key ring holders, and I'm gonna kind of just use the clamps that I was using prior. And clamp or put that on the handle, and then put the other one on the handle already, or again, and then make it short enough to where it ain't going to pull off the handles when it's hanging, and then clamp that onto it, and then there is no way for it to pull off the handles. It's too short, and then it will hang on any nail that you have on a tree or any kind of, I don't have any pictures, you guys, I am sorry, but I do have final reveal. This is also an older DIY, you guys. So I grabbed some of these pots and I paint them all in peacock Waverly paint from Waverly, from Walmart. Oh, my hand's falling asleep. I didn't show it. I also coated it in polyacrylic. Make sure it's the water-based stuff, though. Make sure of that. I do believe I put 3 coats on that, as it says on there. I started off, I'm pretty sure I started off with 1 package of these little glass beads from Dollar Tree, and I ran out, And I tried going back to find another package and I couldn't find any. So I had to go to a different alternative, and I believe I had to go to Walmart and get some, which were kind of different sizes, but that's how it turned out after it's all said and done. And then on these pots, I'm going to take some transfers. I do not have these ones are the ones that came off of Amazon. They are not IOD. I do not have I do not know what bundles they came from or anything like that, guys, because this has been over a year ago. This is an older DIY. I love how it turned out, though. I actually still wish I had it, to be honest with you. Yeah, I lined up my oh my gosh, I'm getting tongue-tied. I lined up my transfer, and I'm just going to rub it down. I do end up cutting off some pieces of it to make it easier. We also do have that lip in there, so it's going to be kind of a pain too in certain areas, but we work with it. And we make sure everything is rubbed down really well. And then we're going to start piecing our other flowers together and make it cohesive. That's what's really nice about any of these transfers, is that you can rub them down and even go over some of this other stuff to make it more your style. Like this one, I kind of had to go over the lip, like I said, so it was going to be I kind of had to cut in little divots and stuff to get it to lay down flat, but we got it. It did wrinkle up on me in a little spots, but we got it to flatten out. It worked out all right. And I would recommend doing this in a vented room or outside. But I did go over these also again with another coat of that polyacrylic to seal in that transfer really well. Since these are all going to be outside, I didn't want them to come up in any way. So, and then I'm just going along, and I'm decided I wanted to put this big beautiful rose on this one here. Make sure everything's pushed down really well. I decided to go in a couple more others, I guess. Honestly, I thought I cut out some of this stuff. I didn't realize it was going to be this long. Once you see one transfer, you've kind of seen them all, but I do really love this project, though. This one, I really need to do another one of these. Here I'm going over with another coat of this polyacrylic, and here I'm going over, I do use the E6000, and I do not use hot glue on this one, you guys. I'm just going in with the E6000. And it's because I had to put it together outside. It's ginormous, and for me to film it, I had to kind of do it outside. So my husband is holding the camera while I'm putting it together. So here I'm just stacking these together. If you guys haven't noticed what we're making a beautiful bird bath out of pots. And it turns out absolutely gorgeous. And like I said, I wish I still had it. To be honest with you, it wasn't too long after we put it together and we had it outside. I didn't have it pushed back far enough, or pushed to the house far enough, and my dog got curled up around the bird bath, and I tried to get her to go back around it, and she pulled it over, and the top of all the pots are still together, but the top of it, because it had a lip on it, pulled over and the top of it busted. But I could fix the top of it, but I've left it outside for the winter and everything like that, and all of my paint and everything has now deceased on it, so it has been definitely weared. So if you are going to do something like this, definitely bring it in and out for the seasons. Don't keep it outside all year, because it'll, even with the acrylic, it will, or polyacrylic, it will probably your paint probably will still, go. So just keep that in mind. But it turns out beautiful, and I really need to make another one. But I just recommend, like I said, have it in your garden or something. Definitely. And here, you guys, here's the final reveal. I hope you guys enjoyed everything. I did leave the sound in here. Hopefully you guys can hear the chimes chirp or chiming over the music. If not, I'll maybe try to turn it up a little bit. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Give me a thumbs up down there. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And definitely go check out everybody at the playlist. Give everybody some love. Make sure you go check everybody out over there. And thank you so much. And I will hopefully have you a video out on Wednesday, so definitely click that notification bell, and so you guys are notified every time I upload a new video, and I will see you in the next one. God bless, and bye!